Hey, this is Rasmussen with Role Playing Public Radio. This RPPR actual play. We're playing Public Access, Session 2. In the first session, we introduced the mystery of the Escondido Mall. But the way Public Access works is you keep introducing mysteries until there's at least 3 for the player characters to deal with. So we'll be doing that. But before we get into the proper game, because it is a structured game that has phases and everything, I want to go over the questions, because at the end of last session, our 3 intrepid Latchkey kids, or Latchkey adults technically, saw their first TV Odyssey tape, and there's some homework for the game where they were introduced to the character of the big man, who is a man wearing a creamy yellow suit, cowboy hat, and a bolo tie shaped like the sun. And he had a cryptic message, talked about the tarot, and just listen to the end of the last episode for that little monologue. But there are some questions for the 2 of you, for all of you, that I kind of want to find out. So the first question is, write down an initial theory about the truth of TV Odyssey. So we'll just go around. So, and of course, when I mention you, you can also plug something you're working on or your social media links. So, Caleb.
Hey, I'm Caleb. I write for Delta Green at Delta Green Dead Channels, and I run my own publishing company, Heaven on Games, which you can find at Heaven on Games Open Design on Patreon. I'm playing Shane Oakes, burgeoning awful person, debate bro, fail lord, in a hoodie and blazer, but anchored by his lovely roommates in this 2004 time period, and maybe won't grow up to be the most awful man alive. We're hoping. We're going to see. Yeah, that's Shane in a nutshell.
And what is your initial theory about the truth of TV Odyssey?
Mine or Shane's? Because Shane's would be worse. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it doesn't really specify whether it's the player or the character. So, yeah, I think I'll let you choose. Like, what do you think is more interesting, your theory or Shane's theory?
I think Shane probably thinks it's like an old, like one of those VCR board games, like the one you had to play along with, but he just can't find the board or like how the game was played yet.
Okay.
So I think he's, looking at it as a archaic cultural artifact of the past.
Not doesn't suspect anything supernatural yet.
Well, he's trying not to, because it's difficult to defend seeing mere people in the Sears in a debate format. He's not sure about his Bayesian priors on that one, so he's not going to take that stance, lest he lose points to the invisible judge.
Shane, I learned about this. This is called a psychotic break. It's late onset schizophrenia, I think, is what it is.
No.
Yeah. So he's not bringing up that as his thesis as yet. Yeah.
Weird. And so what is your theory then, Caleb?
Oh, we're all doomed, and it's a horrible reality monster that's going to destroy us from the inside out. But
all right, fair enough. We'll go to the other players before we answer the second question. So next up, Cybelle, please introduce yourself. Anything you want to plug? And
all right, I'm Faye. You know who I am. Don't look for me. I'm playing Cybelle. Cybelle is a recent release from an inpatient ward, and due to some maybe ill-advised electroconvulsive therapy, she is missing a lot of like portions of her memory. Her personal theory for what the big man is that...
Well, the truth of TV Odyssey.
Right.
Yeah.
The truth of TV Odyssey is that it's all connected somehow. There's been an increasing number of signal intrusions as technology becomes more widespread over the United States. And maybe it's, strange agents that are doing these signal intrusions. Maybe it's something else. We just haven't figured it out yet.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then finally, we have RPPR's most innovative GM, Bridget. And please introduce your character.
God's favorite princess and most interesting girl in the world. And I'm playing Claire Morin, who we used to call at stickypawz, but I think she's just like stickypawz at hotmail.com since this is like 2004.
Oh my god.
And yeah, she's a very put upon visual artist. Who's done a your character here once or twice before.
All right, very good. And what's your theory on TV Odyssey, the public access station?
That it's like some kind of like accidental peek behind a curtain, right? So like because it works on the television and like the radio station or the broadcast tower. It was
a public access station that disappeared.
Yeah, it just like disappeared, and so like there's some kind of coincidence of like the frequencies it's dialed into where it has reached, you know, like maybe another universe or like a parallel one or something like that, some kind of deeper reality.
Interesting. All right, and so the second question is, what is the write down your initial theory about who the big man is and how he connects to the TV Odyssey mystery. So. Shane, who's the big man that you saw in the tape?
I think he's probably like some new age lifestyle grifter. He mentioned a tarot, so that is, again, not a position that Shane would defend in a debate tournament, and therefore it is invalid to him as a thing you can think or do. So, yeah. I think he's some sort of new agey grifter. Yeah.
All right. Very good. Cybelle.
Oh, that's the narrator. He's talking to the audience. We're just, like the people on TV or something.
Okay. All right. Very good. And then finally, Claire.
So going along with the everything is sort of related and we are accidentally receiving messages from somewhere else. Claire thinks that the big man is like the incarnation of the sun card, or the sun card references him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's Bolo.
So it's just like, you can't talk about things without like causing problems or like, like people won't get it. So you have to speak allegorically. It's like Jesus in parables.
Very good. Yeah. Very interesting theories. So we'll get into the actual structure of the game itself. So you did not resolve the threat, which was the Escondido Mall. So you do get to answer your Dawn question. So if you look at your character sheet, you got to mark, let's see here. The first one is always marked. The second one is always marked after it is unlocked. Let's see, because none of you unlocked a Key of Desolation, so none of you have that. So yeah, Shane, did you, in the last session, what were your two questions that you picked?
I don't think I did either. I didn't share a good memory from my childhood, nor did I deliver a chilling monologue about something that happened to me in the past.
Okay. Yeah, very good. Cybelle.
I also didn't do either. I don't think I was vulnerable with someone, and I also didn't deliver a chilling monologue.
Okay. And then finally, Claire.
I tried to be vulnerable with someone, and I don't think that really happened. But I think going out of my way to reconnect with Deep Lake, I'm going to say that's true, because we went to this mall in the first place.
That's a good point. You did do that. So you do get to mark experience for that. A point. And you can mark new elective questions or leave them the same. And I don't think there are any moves that need to be resolved. If there are any key prompts, none of you turned a key. And so there is a new mystery. And because there's less than 3. In fact, there's only 1. So we're going to be doing Xxaagreus. In the summer of 1985, 5 teenagers went missing from Deep Lake. Hutch Langley, Dieter Hoskins, Finn Carlson, Rachel, Eurita, Monique Jeffries. I'll put their name in the group chat. So you have that. Prior to their disappearance, the teens frequented the Galaxy Arcade, playing games from opening until close. One day they stopped, and when school started back up, they were noticeably somber, even morose, all possessing a newfound obsession with death. The last picture taken of them before they vanished was featured in the school's yearbook. It showed the 5 teens sitting along the edge of the highway, wearing T-shirts that had the Styx Society badly silk-screened on them. To this day, no one knows what happened to them, and their families have long since left the desert behind in search of a fresh start. 3 years ago, the game discussion forum Vector Void exploded with activity over a thread title, "Does anyone remember Xxaagreus?" Spelled with 2 X's. And the original poster asked about an arcade game they vaguely remember hearing of in the 80s, but have not been able to find anything about it. Several users respond, each claiming to know details of this mysteriously niche game. Nothing was concrete, however, until a user called Sinkerly308 posted that Xxaagreus was developed by a company named Vertex Electronica, which closed in 1999. The user claimed to have interned there while the game was in development, although they hadn't worked on it themselves. Additionally, they said the game had secret levels that could only be accessed via unusual methods. They did not indicate what those methods are. When other users connected the location of Vertex Electronica's old office in Deep Lake with stories of the Stick Society and their disappearances, an urban legend about a cursed arcade cabinet was born. You play the game, you disappear. You're still, let's see here, Shane, you're probably the one who would still be active on the Vector Void forums.
Yeah, I'm going to write an article about this for Boing Boing and blow up the blogosphere. Yeah.
Yep. It's 2004. The blogosphere is very popular. It's here to stay, baby.
The good times are never going to end.
Let's see here. Lately, a user named Tofoya85 has been discussing a cryptic and hostile response on any thread still discussing Xxaagreus. What harrowing message have you received from a Tofoya suggesting they aren't just some troll and may actually be a threat to your safety?
I've been threatened personally, but
yeah. Like, you discussed Xxaagreus and you got a threatening message from this person.
Oh, yeah, they threatened Mackenzie, my ex-girlfriend, not knowing that we had broken up already.
Oh, geez.
So, yeah, if I kept pursuing this research project.
When the doxer has bad info, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they learned I definitely dropped out of law school, so that they had some good info. So
oh, no.
I was belittled by them online.
Aw. A Xxaagreus cabinet was found a week ago. Ephraim Goldman, the owner of the Galaxia arcade, discovered it in a lot auction at the Me Plus Myself storage facility on the outskirts of town. Immediately recognizing the popularity of the surrounding legend, he had it installed at the shop and advertised its existence on Vector Void. Enthusiasts have started traveling from all over the country to play it. What the hell? Maybe you can see if it's worth the hype. So, yeah, there's numerous. This mystery has multiple questions, actually, and obviously one of them is, who is this person threatening you? Who is a Tofoya 85, and why are they doing it? And yeah, so you can all. So now we're going to be in the main segment of the game, Day, and you only have the one TV Odyssey tape. You don't have a new one to watch. So, but you still have the mall, which is still, being weird, something's going on there. And yeah, we can just kind of open it up. If somebody knows what they want to do, let me know.
I know. Well, I guess this hinges on, does Shane tell everyone else that he received online threats?
Oh yeah, I take it remarkably seriously. Like, I call a house meeting. We have to get security protocols ready for our. I'm sure you're both thrilled to attend. It's very early in the morning.
The knock code. I am coming into the house normally with my key.
Well, I think it would be kind of fun. I mean, if we keep it short, like a knock code would be like if we could just a couple knocks, like 3 times.
Well, like how many knocks? Well, don't people normally, like, when you run up to a house, don't you just like knock 3 times and she'll go like bonk, 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 hey, it's me, can I have your organs or whatever it is Shane's afraid of?
Yeah, that's perfect. Let's knock 3 times then, since that's just like we won't have to think too hard about remembering it.
Look, we have to be safe here because this person, he or she, they're unhinged and obviously an obsessive about video games.
Like,
they could come to the door in disguise.
That's crazy. This is like that Kaczynski guy.
Yeah. It could be a political thing for my many contributions to the field.
Why would they come here in disguise? We don't know what they look like. I thought you were like a logic guy.
Yeah. Throw us off the scent.
What forum was this on? What if you make a post, because they got the game now, right? And they're super upset about the game. Do they know that there's like, it's back in the arcade here? Or like, what do you think? What if we told them? What if we told them and then we staked it out?
Yeah. I could make a sock account and I could post pictures of the new cabinet and, work on my article.
But I've never heard of a sock account.
Yeah, what do you do with a?
It's like when you make an account. It's like when you make an account, but it's not your real name. But it's different than your other not real name, which is your handle.
Right.
But we list information that identifies it as a place with a different address than our own, and then we watch it and see if anybody shows up.
But wouldn't that just be like bombing someone else? I mean, I don't know if they're gonna bomb us, but like,
that's a good point. We should pick an abandoned place.
What if we just use our place?
The mall.
Yeah, we got that apartment at the mall. So like we do a fake account and we post about the video game, and then we say it's at the fake apartment in the mall, and then if they show up there, we'll know who it is.
Well, I mean, the arcade owner has already posted that the game is with photos that it's at his.
We know, Russ.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure that you know. All right.
But at a 485 is against anyone else posting about it in addition to that person. So we just impersonate them and lead them to a trap.
Right. And then if they go to the apartment in the mall, they'll get got by the guy who saw in the mirror. So it's like two birds with one stone.
I was going to write a sternly worded cease and desist letter, but yeah, that could work too. Yeah.
Perfect. So when do we post? How do we post?
Well, we should do pictures first to make sure that they know like it's legit.
Okay.
We're in the area.
All right. Yeah. All right. Who has a camera?
This is 2004. Yeah, I got a camera on my phone. It's pretty good.
No, you don't. iPhone was like 2007.
It's 2004. We have phone cameras. They're not particularly good, but we have them.
Razor phone cameras.
Culture started in 1994.
All right. Yeah, I would say you could have a cheap point and shoot camera too, a little Sony Cybershot or something like that. They're pretty cheap. Yeah.
Also, I've got a scanner from my debate prep days. We can scan them in. It takes like only 30 minutes per Polaroid, and we're good.
Yeah.
We'll have this licked in 6 to 7 hours, easy. Yeah.
I've got a Polaroid. I got a point and shoot, so that I can like write down shit and remember stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. You could take photos. You could take the photos with your digital camera, go to the Walmart, have them printed out, and then scan them. That's the easiest way to do it that you could think of.
Thank God it's so easy.
Yeah.
So we went to the mall yesterday, and let's go to an arcade today.
I got a tablet. That means I've probably got a scanner.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's true.
We are set to go here at the Nerve Center for investigation.
We're so advanced. It's like we're Y2K in here.
Yeah, just let me. It's going to take like 3 or 4 runs because I got to do the DPI and the lighting and like.
Yeah,
sure.
It's like the Matrix in here. So
you ever try to scan something on an old home scanner? Like you got to try it 4 or 5 times.
It's got like a SCSI connection, like one of those big old ugly cables. Yeah. Mini pins. So to get to install the SCSI card in order to get it to work on your computer. Yeah. So you're going to, all 3 of you going to go to the Galaxy Arcade or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Someone else is going. I'm going.
Yeah. So you head out there. It's at a strip mall, and there's a line out the door because this game is people are traveling from around the country specifically to play this game. And it was, there's still a pretty active arcade scene in Deep Lake for some reason. But you can smell the dust and old sweat and cheap pizza even from outside. There's the stuttering grind of underperforming AC units, and So it takes a bit of time to get in. I mean, as people cycle in and out to play Xxaagreus. I mean, there's actually, like, we'll say a Street Fighter 2 tournament going on too. So tournament meaning, you know, like the same 12 people are fighting each other.
Right. It's a local.
Yeah.
I mean, again, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike was out at this time. This is when Evo Moment 37 happened.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you
Ross,
see,
I think you're thinking of like 97, not 2004.
Well, no, I'm thinking it's like a cheap old arcade, so he's using older machines because he's cheap, you know.
So it's a Street Fighter Rainbow tournament.
There we go. You see Ephraim there? Yeah, FG is his nickname. He is old and wry, jaundice eyes, you know, 4-barrel coin changer on his belt. And he's been doing it as long as any of you can remember. And yeah, he's just, you know, all smiles today. He's just, you know, blabbing to someone. I can't believe my luck. It's been 20 years since we featured it. We got lines out the doors. You know, back then they didn't want to play it, but now because these urban legends, it's just going gangbusters. Hey, you folks having a good time? Oh, you need some quarters? You need some quarters? Hey, come here. Yeah, a couple games on the house. Well, play something other than Xxaagreus because, you know, that's a lie. We got all kinds of great machines here. Yeah. So, yeah, you can actually, there's a new move here. You can actually try to play. You have heard that there are secret levels to unlock. So
you can skip the line?
I mean, we're just sort of abstracting the time, right? Like, you'll eventually get to play. The line is, like, it seems to be a very hard game. People, no one gets to put in more than one quarter at a time, you know? So it goes through, there's a line, but it cycles through pretty quickly. So you can try and investigate, you know, talk to people. You can play the game. Yeah. Shane, what do you want to do?
I want to talk to Ephraim.
Mm-hmm.
Because I played video games as a kid, but secretly at other kids' house because my parents were encouraging me to watch McGofflin Group.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. I'm going to try, and I'm going to be a journalist for Boing Boing. I'm on assignment.
All right, yeah.
I'm trying to learn about, you know, this big hit success that Ephraim's had, yeah.
Oh, you with the blogosphere. I've heard of them. It's a good organization. Yeah. You got to get the news out. This urban legend stuff. It's great. Yeah, you can roll meddling with, I forgot what the social one is. Presence.
Okay. What is my presence? Not good. All right. Is that one die?
It's 2d6.
2d6. Okay.
Yeah, it's powered by the apocalypse. You want a 7 or better is some kind of success.
I got a 6.
A 6
total.
Yeah, you get some. You know, I will say for free. He does mention, you know, he got it at the myself storage. There's a bunch of stuff left there, a bunch of paperwork and old stuff that he didn't bother with because once he saw Xxaagreus, he just plopped his money, went there. It's probably that paperwork's probably in the dumpster by now, but if you go there in the next day or so, you can probably fish it out of there. Without having to...
Oh, I love dumpster diving.
Yeah, without having to before it gets, you know, taken away, if you're really curious about it. But yeah, that's about all you can get. You don't get a clue. So...
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Claire, what do you want to do?
Can we meet somebody that we, like, used to know? That's... Because, like, I'm sure Claire went to the arcade all the time.
Yeah, sure. There is, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Sybil, give me a name. Who is one of Claire's associates from back in the day?
Strider. He wears like those fucking, what are they called? Those sweatband things.
Oh, just a headband?
Yeah, headband and then the shit on your arms. Yeah.
A little like a leather wrist bracelet. Yeah. Okay, yeah. He's there. Yeah, Strider's one of the, you know, waiting for his turn at the Street Fighter tournament. And he, like, is that Claire? Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a hot minute. What's going on?
Hey, Strider.
Yeah.
You still, you know, like, doing games and stuff? I thought that, like, weren't you supposed to go to, like, some kind of, like, I don't know, like, technical college or something?
Oh, yeah. No, I got my 2-year degree and like in a year because I'm, you know, fast. And I found a good paying job, you know, my dad's dealership. So
I thought you hated this town.
Well,
you're always talking about leaving.
Yeah, but like it's so much cheaper to live here. Like it's way but like I I met someone. I mean, we broke up, so I'm probably gonna move again.
Right.
Next, I'm just saving up before I go hit LA. I think I got a really good. I'm gonna like I'm gonna be like a screenwriter, but I'm also gonna like do a rock band. I'm gonna be like a rock star who makes movies. It's gonna be great. But I gotta save some money up first, because rents in LA is really expensive. Have you ever Quentin Tarantino? Yeah,
there's a Nevada tournament every year now that they're like filming and stuff. Have you ever heard of Evo? I saw this like clip the other day on YouTube.
What's YouTube?
It's just like it's kind of small, but like you can post videos and stuff, and like
neat. Yeah,
people do like cooking videos and like.
Oh, I don't think that'll catch on. Like, it's so slow,
Well, yeah, I mean, you gotta wait a little bit, but if you open like a couple at once, you can kind of like queue the videos. Yeah, but you have to have like really good internet.
Well, maybe I'll check it out. Yeah, maybe people. I could also be like a pro gamer. Maybe that'll be. Yeah, I could be like one of the first real.
That's like the future, man.
Yeah. People should see my skills, but I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm saving up to move out. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. What about you? Are you moving back here?
Yeah. Have you ever heard of? Oh shit! What is the name of the actual public access show?
TV Odyssey.
Have you ever heard of TV Odyssey? Did you remember TV Odyssey?
Oh yeah. That shit was weird, man.
Yeah, we've been finding like little clips from TV Odyssey from back in the day, and we've been like researching them stuff. It's real Ghostbusters stuff.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a presence.
Okay. I get a 10.
Okay. Let's see here. You find a clue, and let's see here. Let's see. I'm just looking at the list of clues. Oh yeah, no, that's it's oh man, that's super cool. That weird stuff, man. This town is full of this weird stuff. Like I found these, when I was one of the first people to play Xxaagreus. I was first here in the morning, and so like as I was playing it, I hit it, like because it was clearly bullshit, like the way it was doing, and this fell out of it. And, like it was just like I think it was taped to the back, and it kind of hit the ground. And he shows you these blueprints. They are manufacturer blueprints with circuitry symbols, but they also look like there's like weird circles in them and lines. And yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. You can have it if you want,
Yeah, that'd be great. That's so cool of you, man.
Yeah, I mean, hey, what are you doing later, by the way?
We're probably gonna I don't know, get some pizza or something. And we're doing this whole stakeout thing. It's like really sketch. My roommate's kind of insane.
Oh, cool. So you're hanging out with your roommates?
Yeah, I'm hanging out with my roommates.
Okay, well, that's cool. That's cool. He kind of looks away awkwardly for a moment.
Good luck at the tournament or whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shoot. Yeah. You know what? I'm so good. Who should I play? I could kick their ass in any of their characters. My favorite is Dalsim, though, but Dalsim
but I mean, like Guile can turn into Bison in this game, can he? Can't she just
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, I could definitely do that. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I agree. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
I'll try that.
I think I hear my roommates.
Okay. Yeah.
We got to go do something, so I gotta. Yeah. Later, man.
Okay. All right. Yeah. It's cool. We'll see you. He opens his arms up, gauging if you're welcoming for a hug.
No, my God. Does not even notice. Just turns around.
He just kind of puts his arms down. He kind of does I was just stretching. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Stretching before a game. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. All right. So yeah,
we've all been there, Strider.
So meanwhile, Cybelle,
I think.
You're going to play the game?
Yeah, I think at some point, Cybelle's just talking to people and realizes that she's been in line.
Yep.
And that line is now at the cabinet, so she's just kind of like, oh, wait, can I borrow a quarter?
All right. Yeah, no, they have You have a quarter in your pocket, yeah, weirdly enough. You still have to use a payphone every once in a while when you don't get cell phone reception. So
That's true.
Yep. So what's higher for you, composure or reason?
They're the same.
Okay, and what is that? A 1?
1.
All right. It's a secret roll.
Oh, God.
All right. Let's see here. You realize that Xxaagreus is an arcade game about a minor god attempting to escape the underworld, which is a very original idea. But
They should make some kind of like roguelite about that.
You realize that there is you realize that there is a way to get a secret level. So your character starts descending into pastoral fields. You see dark caves. There's friendly characters. This level requires you to solve a series of simple adventure game puzzles to enter the underworld. What do you see that makes you think the pixelated characters are in distress? These little friendly characters. What do you see?
Sometimes whenever, you're clicking and pointing to make the characters do things, the characters will say, please don't make me do that. And there's something about it that seems like just a little off, just a little too genuine.
All right. Yeah, it's oddly evocative and expressive for a game made in this era, right? But yeah, a new level appears on the select screen. So, but your turn is over. So you have unlocked a secret level, and you can unlock additional secret levels. So, yeah, let's see here. Actually, no, you can keep going. Yeah. Do you want to keep going?
Oh, yeah. Let's keep playing. I'm addicted.
All right.
Who knew? I've just figured something out about myself. I was a gamer.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. So you're now on the river, black river with white pixel waves, souls of drowning damned, screaming in 8-bit tones. Just a buggy ripoff of Frogger. This level requires you to complete a navigational challenge to cross. Pixelated object in the river makes you think of a deceased loved one. What is it?
So it is eerily similar to a picture in the conversation history of the cell phone that I have. It's like, it's age-old cell phones, so the picture quality is shitty. It's difficult for me to understand what's in the picture, but I understand that there is a sense of longing for something that can no longer be had. Yeah, that's what I'll go with.
All right. So yeah, you beat that level. And let's see. And you can keep going.
I'm so good at gaming.
Yeah. The garden.
Double gaming.
The green hedgerows and everyone is crowded around you. The arcade is actually quieted a bit as everyone is watching Cybelle unlock levels no one has seen yet. And so you see green hedgerows and carnivorous plants, half-birthed shambling monsters, bright red pomegranate collectibles. You have to find a variety of hidden items and assemble a key to the palace. And something in this level reminds you of Deep Lake. What is it?
So did there used to be like a broadcast station for TV Odyssey?
Yeah. A building that literally disappeared.
Yeah, I think something looming on the horizon in the level is eerily reminiscent of the silhouette of the TV Odyssey building whenever the sun would set and the building was just this giant black monolith. Okay.
However, yeah, so that seems out of place for a video game, like about, a god escaping that. This is really incongruous and really specific, like to Deep Lake. But you lose all your lives, and unless you want to turn, and you will gain condition obsessed with death. Unless you want to turn a key.
Is it I can turn Keys of the Child or Keys of Desolation, or
either
Keys
one.
of the Child are right now. Keys of Desolation are at night.
Right.
Night.
Okay. And we can only turn one per session. Like
no, you can turn as many as you want. It's just like there are questions that come up like that you have to answer, and you only have so many for your character, period. Like these are the keys for your character. Like, yeah.
Oh, I thought there was something where it's like.
If you get to the pure white signal, you lose contact with this world, and your character is retired.
No, I was under the assumption that like if I did it, the others wouldn't be able to.
No. There are keys specific to scenarios. So there is a key for the Escondido Mall, where you have a flashback to something you did in the mall. But like your personal keys are your personal keys, so they're just for you. Yeah.
Okay.
Do we still have that key? The key of the cave dweller?
It's not. It's a metaphorical key. So yeah. But all of you,
can we still play it if we want?
Not for this mystery. You only use it when you're pursuing the mall mystery.
Okay.
So, because you would narrate a flashback about the mall, so it doesn't really make sense when you're not at the mall, right?
I think it's fitting, and I'm interested in pursuing this more.
There is a key for this, the key to the palace. Yeah. Where you narrate a dream you once had of the occulted king sitting on a blood-red throne wearing a bramble crown, reigning over the realm of the dead.
The what? The occulted or occluded?
Occluded, sorry.
No, that's all right. So I can
use that, but then you could turn that, and then no one would be able to. That's your free key for this scenario.
Okay.
I'm interested in where this is going. If you want to turn that key.
All right, Shane, how you feel about this? All right, I'll turn that key. Key.
So yeah, you don't have to narrate it right now, but we have to do it before the end of the session. So yeah, you find the pomegranate keys and assemble the pomegranates and manage to assemble a key to the palace. Which you use the key of the palace to get the key of the palace, and so you unlock the next level. You're on a roll, and you're in the palace, which is pillared chambers, masked courtiers, a shadowy king upon a blood-red throne. You have to solve a complex rhythm game, all while avoiding the knives of the court. Something about this level makes you think the game is aware of you. What is it?
At some point, I realized that certain characters on the screen aren't reacting to the player character, but rather to the movement of my eyes.
Okay, yeah. It's watching you. It's tracking you. Yeah, it is pretty. So yeah,
I'm taking pictures of all of this, by the way.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is also another miss. So,
fuck.
I really want you to get to the end of this horrific game.
All right.
I mean, you can. The thing is, once you unlock it, other characters can take a turn at it. So you could take the condition and let someone else play.
Yeah, I think I'll take the condition and I'll be like, hey, can one of you pick up? I'm kind of getting the heebie-jeebies about this.
All right, so you have a condition obsessed with death.
All right, great.
Dan, do you know anything about video games?
No, he lies and then tries and then plays because he desperately wants to. Yeah.
Okay.
I knew the whole time going, Cybil's doing it wrong. I have to do it right.
Yeah.
So you start playing. You get access to the palace, and you start playing. And what's higher for you, composure or reason?
They're both one.
Both one. So yeah, something about this level makes you think the game is aware of you. What is it?
So this is the level with the occluded king, right?
Mm-hmm. On a blood-red throne.
The in-game like scoring bonus thing for the level is like a debate rubric that I lost once. Like it doesn't measure me on like points. It's just like, flow, argumentation, out of nowhere. It's a rubric for a high school debate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That I performed one time, which is off-putting. Yeah.
Yeah. You also get a clue.
Ooh.
As you were playing the game, people would start talking about rumors of people in black robes setting up this cabinet. Like, oh yeah, I saw this happening. There's these people who set this up, and you're just listening and picking it up while that's happening. So you do manage to beat the level, and the cabinet shows a prophecy of Cybelle's death, demise. So let's see, in a future scene, when another Latchkey is getting ready to take action that require a die roll, you can warn them that Xxaagreus predicted their death if they take this action. If they go through with the action, you both mark XP. On the die roll, the miss result is replaced with "you are killed." The keeper will describe below. So yeah, of course, you can always use keys to avoid that. But yeah,
That sounds sick as fuck.
Oh, I
All
love
right,
that.
so I've seen a Schrodinger's prophecy of Cybelle's death. All right,
yeah.
cool.
And when let's see here, you have unlocked the final level. You do not need to make a roll. So as you go to select the final level, the cabinet suddenly shuts off. After a moment of silence, the game comes back to life with a thrumming pulse of malevolent circuitry. The screen explodes into a multi-chromatic, glitchy strobe accompanied by shrill 8-bit tones. The Xxaagreus cabinet screams before shutting off for good. And
I'm sure everyone's a big fan of Shane.
oh, we were only supposed to unlock the key to the palace when you did that. I misread that. Okay. Well, yeah. Ephraim is not happy.
Peter, how could you do that? Everybody run.
Yeah. The three of you leave. It is late afternoon by the time you get out. You have been playing this all day, drinking a soda and eating cheap pizza. So,
Sparrows.
yeah. So as you step out there, everything suddenly looks pixelated as you step out into the late afternoon sun. It is a very sunny day. Everything looks almost 8-bit for a moment. All get a brief stabbing headache and it passes by. So you don't have much time before dusk. But yeah.
Why did you break it?
I didn't. I think it's just the kill screen for the cabinet. It just didn't have the memory to keep going. It wasn't my fault. I don't think it was my fault.
Well, why did it... Okay, wait, did I see me dying in that too? Like, were we watching, or is that a unique vision that Shane got?
It's on the cabinet itself. It showed like someone that looked like you, and it's we're not going to narrate the specific thing because that's something that Shane can just say anytime you get to make a die roll. Yeah. So yeah.
Why did you kill me in the game?
I didn't. That was a cutscene. I think that was that was pre-rendered. I didn't have control at that time.
I'm like looking at Claire for a spot check of this information.
I mean, it seems weirdly similar that it would be our buddy and just like, because it could be shouldn't it be like a Greek god? Why does it look like our friend?
I don't know. I mean, it had a little rhythm component. It was very ahead of its time. I mean, who knows if the circuitry could even support those kind of graphics? Yeah. I feel sick. I shouldn't eat arcade pizza all day. I'm an adult. I am an adult.
Sure are, buddy.
Well, should we we're here at the mall anyway. Should we just go to the apartment until Shane feels better, or do we want to, take the pictures so that we can tell Adefoy to whatever their name was?
Ephraim told me that the game itself came from Me Myself Storage, and that they had paperwork, and it was set up by people in black robes. So, but they said the paperwork is going to get thrown away very soon. So, if we go get that, that'll definitely prove that we have the inside track, and it'll really piss off a Foy 85.
You're right. Okay, yeah.
I actually have these blueprints for the game. I got them from Strider. Maybe we can fix the cabinet.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. That would really piss off Adefoy 85. So it's whatever. It's whatever you want to do. I don't really want to go to the mall.
So
if that's okay.
How about this? We can go first. We can go to McDonald's to get Shane something to eat, like a Sprite. It's for your stomach, and then we can go get the paperwork, and then we can come back to the mall to fix the arcade machine at night.
You ever notice how the Sprite at this McDonald's tastes way different than the Sprite in everywhere else in the country?
No,
It's special
sorry.
Deep Lake Sprite. Nobody else noticed that?
I haven't really been to a lot of McDonald's.
Oh.
I really haven't been
neither
since I
have
came
I.
back home. I don't think I went to a mall or an arcade since I came back home either. Yeah. Do you ever feel like, I had this tape when I was a kid. I watched Short and the Stone a lot, and I was like really obsessed with it, and we just watched it over and over. But it started to degrade in the VCR, and it would just get worse, and the quality and the tracking always fucked up. And do you ever feel like life's like that? You just do the same things over and over and over again, and
Until you die.
You never get older. It just gets worse and doesn't feel as good. Anybody else feel?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't.
100% how I feel.
Yeah.
You just keep on getting run down until there's nothing left, and it's completely out of your power on whether or not the play button gets pressed or whether you're rewound. You're just a tape stuck in the deck.
Yeah, but anyway, let's just go to the arcade and then go to McDonald's and go back to the mall and the arcade. It's like my 8th birthday party all over again, only I'm in my 20s and I went to law school. Yeah.
Maybe I should have the keys, buddy. Why don't we just take them back?
Here, Shane, hold on. Shane, here, hold on. Cybelle, like, rolls up her sleeve and is, like, thumbing through all of her fucking mindfulness bracelets, takes one off and is like, here, hold out your arm. These always help me whenever I'm freaking out.
Yeah, thank you. A friendship bracelet. This is very adult, and I feel better. Yeah.
You should read it. It'll make you feel better.
Okay, what does it say?
It says hang in there. But it's like those bead bracelets, that you string together. So it is very childish.
So, Cybelle, this is sort of, Shane kind of activated the nostalgic move, where you wax nostalgic about something that takes you back. If you can wax nostalgic about something, you could clear your condition. You could also stumble on a clue relevant to an active mystery. So that is on the basic moves. So you all have access to this. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will actually wax nostalgic. I'll say, so, I actually made most of these myself. I get like, flashes of memory sometimes. And I remember sitting in the living room on the carpet on what's it called when it's like thick hair shag carpet with I think my sister, I want to say, and she taught me how to make these bracelets. So like, whenever you're feeling down, you can just string a couple beads together and it's like a little wish that you wear around with you. I think that was the first time that I was happy, actually.
Oh, well, thank you. That means a lot. I'll wear it always.
You should take it off to shower, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The twine will get all mildewy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
right.
Sprite.
Yeah, you get to the McDonald's. You get the Sprite. Does it take different?
3 large Sprites, 4 McChickens, and a double quarter pounder with cheese. And does anybody else want anything?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get high C?
Yeah, I think they have high C.
Yeah, they definitely have high C.
It's different.
Yeah. So yeah, you have time to do one more thing before dusk. So you could do a bit of dumpster diving at the storage place. You could go back to the secret apartment. Yeah.
Well, he said we needed to get to the storage place before they take out the trash, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we should go to the storage because paperwork's an adult thing that adults do. And I'm a grown man. Yeah. That definitely didn't spend all day at an arcade.
Yeah. So yeah, you get to the me plus myself storage. It is a dimly lit labyrinth prone to outages, peeling off white paint and rusty roll up doors, the occasional knocking of old pipes. It is open during business hours. You don't need a key or a code to get in. And yeah, as you walk down these corridors filled with shuttered doors, what do you imagine to be stored behind them? How does it make you feel, Claire?
You always expect it to be completely normal things, but I've seen them pull strange stuff out of things. So whenever I'm alone, you come to this place near dark and there's nobody there, I'm always worried that they're just full of bodies.
Yeah, it does smell a little off. There could be something rotting behind one of these doors. It wafts through the air. hits you pretty hard as you go through there. But you wind through the way you'll go to another, you go through this building and you open up to the back because that's where the dumpster is. And yeah, all of you can roll whatever attribute you think would help you find this information about the, most easily. So like composure would make sense, or reason, or sensitivity.
Descartes said that navigating a storage unit is an act of pure reason.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, you can roll. This is not a secret roll. So
Descartes said that?
Yes. I got a 10. So
ooh.
Hopefully that's believable. Yeah.
It's very believable. Yeah, so you find let's see here, an article. There's a little stamp noting that this was an article in the paperwork of Vertex Electronica. And it is an article on the 3 types of restless dead in Greek mythology. The Ataphoi, the unburied dead, the Oroi, the premature deaths, and Biathanatai, violent deaths. So I do not know my pronunciation very well, so I apologize for that. But I will post the thing. And
surely nobody listening to RPPR is nerdy enough to be able to correct you.
Yeah, I should have looked up how to pronounce these Greek terms.
If you know how to pronounce these, let us know in the comments.
But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of notes on here talking about these things. And suddenly, that person's username makes a lot more sense now. So that is definitely a clue. So, Cybelle, you also dumpster diving?
Absolutely, I'm fucking dumpster diving. I'm like fully in there. I'm not just like arms in. I am like diving.
Okay. Yeah, you go ahead and roll whatever attribute you think makes sense for that. So, yeah.
That is a 9.
That is a 9. That is good. So, yeah, that with a 9, there's a complication. And I'm going to be, let's see here, probably, you have, as you're pulling out these stacks of paper, you uncover a raccoon nest, and this raccoon snarls at you. It nearly does not connect, but you pull back so hard you slam your head on the back of the dumpster. So yeah, bonked, just mark down a condition, about this.
Got bonked.
Yeah.
But you. It's a shame I didn't be like, it's the prophecy.
That's gonna kill you.
Oh yeah, you could have done that. Yeah, it could have been a lot worse than a raccoon. So you find repeated drawings of a labyrinth. Each one is different from the last, but it is quite complicated. And yeah, it seems to be indicating something. So yeah, you've got another clue. But you, Claire.
Yeah, I'll go dumpster diving. I love dumpster diving.
All right, yeah. Roll whatever attribute you think makes sense.
I mean, reason does kind of make sense.
Yeah.
I also get a 10. I'm just rolling 10s today, I guess.
Yep. So let's see here. You find a bloody knife.
Of course I do. Like fresh blood?
No, it's dried.
Okay.
But not like dry, like kind of sticky.
Like earlier today, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's blood.
That's blood.
Is that yours? Is that mine?
That's maybe bad. No, I don't think it's yours. I mean, you'd know if your blood was missing, right?
Yeah.
Shrug.
Okay. So if this is where they are burying like stuff about this thing, about this console, Xxaagreus is the god of blood, right? There was a part of me that said maybe Cybelle should bleed on the machine and that'll trigger something. And that was like a joke at first, but now I'm feeling pretty freaked out.
I mean, I don't mind bleeding on it.
Yeah, but I don't want you to get hurt or anything. Like maybe this is something like we try later.
Okay. But what should we do about the knife? Usually this means that there was someone who did the stabbing.
And someone who got stabbed. That's 2 whole people.
Right. So what if are there blood what if the person is inside the machine?
I mean,
I think our special knock procedure for security of the house is more important than ever.
Yeah, probably one of you would remember suddenly narrate a dream you once had of the occulted king sitting upon a blood red throne. That's something comes to the forefront once you're looking at this bloody knife that Claire is holding up. So, wearing a bramble crown, reigning over the realm of the dead. So, yeah, who had a dream about this king sitting on the blood red throne?
You know, after I saw Strider, this reminded me of a dream I had, like, and this was like actually after I left Deep Lake, so this is like early college, right? Where I was like in the court of said king, right? And he was like looking down on me, and I had a knife in my hands, and they either he was or like voices in like a crowd I couldn't see were like telling me to kill Strider. It was either him or me.
Yeah,
that's pretty rough.
Do you remember your dream now, Cybelle?
I mean, I also had a dream, or I guess dreams. You know, when I was younger, I used to sleep under my bed a lot when I was home. And whenever I'd sleep under my bed, I'd always dream about this guy who was like, you know, towering over me. He wasn't standing, he was like sitting on this fucking... I really cannot describe it any other way than a blood red throne just leering down at me. I remember being so scared I couldn't move.
That sounds really rough.
I got better, mostly.
Oh, well, I mean, that's good, I think.
Shane, do you remember your dream? Yeah.
Yes, I was trying a case, only instead of the judge, it was the king. And instead of a gavel, he would stab down with a large bloody knife into the lectern. And the weird thing is that the lectern bleeds when he does it. And I kept trying to bring it up for the courtroom, but the faceless person I was arguing against objected on procedural grounds, and no one else noticed it. So, and then I wake up right before I lose the case.
You lose the case in your own dreams? Sorry, I mean, I know this is like really brutal and stuff, and we're talking about Cybelle and like stabbing people, but like even in your case, like even in your dream, you're losing cases. Like, you know, like BB doing some like self-esteem, like therapy stuff.
Yeah. Wait, here, I got another one for you.
Actually, like data shows that the self-esteem push in public education in the 90s was less effective than it was seemed to be. Yeah, I just...
Oh, do you not want this bracelet then? It's a bracelet that says you're worth it.
Oh, this is the conversation you're having as you're getting out before they lock the gates again.
Yeah. Can we also, like, you know, is there a blood trail or anything? Before we get too far from the scene.
No, there's no blood trail. It was buried in the depths of this dumpster. You don't know how long it's been in there. It's kind of damp at the bottom, you know, just overall. Great. Yeah. So yeah, you're taking the bloody knife with. I mean, you're taking the papers. That's easy, right? But like,
I'm taking the knife at least. If somebody throws it away, I'm picking it back up.
All right, yeah. So yeah, the three of you leave. It is dusk now, so we just resolved the key. And you don't have a tape to watch. So, yeah, you can, let's see, decide what you want to do. You can just rest for the night, lock the doors and do that. Or you could, what are you thinking about night? What are you going to do before you go to sleep?
Sleep? Can we go investigate at the mall?
Yeah, you sure can.
Yeah, I thought we were going to go try and fix the machine with the blueprints we have.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. Of course, the arcade does lock up, so you have to break in. So Ephraim is an old man. He does not keep long hours.
Ephraim doesn't want to let us go in and fix his cash cow machine that I ruined. Money?
Can I using my item Sudafed backpack, can I purchase from Ephraim? Like, can I bribe Ephraim into letting us come in at night?
Yeah, I think, does that give you a auto success, or is that just like...
I don't remember.
I can't remember if it gives you an auto success or if it just like gives you a bonus. Oh, no, it gives you advantage. That's what it does. So you get to roll 3 dice and pick the highest 2. So this is going to be, obviously rolling presence. But then now we're at night, so this is a night move, not a day move. So yeah.
So is the Sudafed backpack gone once I do this?
It's you've tapped it. You can't use it again.
You still have it on with character advancement. Yeah,
you can unlock.
Okay. All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and do this. So I roll 3 dice
and pick the 2 highest. One. Yeah.
All right, I need to roll one more. That is a 10 plus presence, so that's just a 10.
Okay. So describe what it looks like.
So I think Ephraim lives kind of close to the mall, and we're like, okay, well, it's Ephraim. We don't want to fucking just break into his arcade. He's a fixture of the town. So, we're knocking on Ephraim's door. He's like, what the fuck are you doing here so late? After you broke my machine and everything. Sybil's like, I know. But Shane said that he could probably figure out how to fix it because we got the blueprints and everything. And he's pretty resistant to the idea until Sybil is like, all right, well, I totally get it. But here, check this out. And then, whips open the backpack that's just fucking full of those little tear packets of Sudafed. And she's like, look, I know that as you get older, it gets pretty rough, just kind of getting along. This would probably help you out a lot. You can just take like a handful or something, and we'll call it even.
Okay, yeah, he agrees. And he'll unlock the store for you and go there. He's like, well, I need to do paperwork anyway. I got to count all the money up and everything. And got to figure out the ads for next week. And I really need to see if you can fix it or not, because I was going to buy a TV ad, and I can't do it without my star attraction.
Shane, you don't mind giving Ephraim a ride, do you?
No, it's great. And I'm very excited. We're going to get screenshots, which I'm going to get so many quote posts on the forums if I post those. All
right, so the 4 of you head back to Galaxia Arcade, so you can try and fix the things. So you all get back to the Galaxia Arcade. It's remember, the store's at the door. It is at a strip mall adjacent to the proper shopping mall, so it's actually got an exterior thing. It faces a parking lot, just so you know, but it's all part of the same indistinct, commercial architectural sprawl that is the Deep Lake shopping zone.
Only a matter of time until those walls of stucco and plaster expand to meet one another.
So you can walk from one to the other, but it is technically a separate building. But the Ephraim unlocks it, turns the lights on, closes the door, and locks it again to lock you in. And it's just glass, it's just a window and glass door facing the parking lot. And then he points at he kind of gestures to the Xxaagreus arcade cabinet and says, I'm going to be. And he just says, I'll be just right at the counter. So, I'm, doing some paperwork. But, good luck. So, Shane, you are going to try to fix the machine?
Yeah.
All right.
I was highly ranked in Forensic League. I definitely know electronics. Yeah.
Yeah, roll reason. With disadvantage.
So, roll 3 and take the worst?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. 5.
Yeah. That's not going well. You are...
Did the blueprints help?
Yeah. The blueprints you can see are not... There's a pentagram in the blueprints. Among other things, you can identify that. There's some symbols you saw from the Evangelion intro. So you don't think those are pretty standard circuit board diagrams either? To have, the Kabbalah in there. So the Tree of Life. Yeah, so while Shane is working on that, Sybil, what are you doing? You just watching, assisting, or
Yeah, I mean, has he popped it open?
Yeah.
Anything funky in there?
They actually do match. There are weird pentagrams and occult symbols embedded in the circuit boards. Yeah.
There's not a place for this knife we picked up, is there?
It is definitely not. Are you taking it out to look at it, to kind of compare, or just kind of eyeballing it?
Yeah, let's take it out and compare. I mean,
Okay.
he's at the counter. He
Board
doesn't
with
know
a
we're
bloody
doing this.
kitchen knife.
Okay, so all three of you are just crammed around the back of this arcade cabinet, looking in there. You have a little flashlight, and you have the knife, trying to like see if it fits in like a key in a video game, like a Resident Evil puzzle. And so far, it is not matching. That's when all of you hear a tapping at the door. He's like, "God damn, fucking kid!" And some kid must have seen the lights are on. Goddamn, he grumbles. And you hear him walk over to the door, and we're closed for maintenance. And it's just a, more persistent tapping. And, you three are engrossed in your investigation of it. And that's when you hear the glass shatter, and you hear,
Good.
And yeah, and all of your, the arcade cabinet is up front and center, so you're not far from the door. But none of you were looking at the door. So, yeah, Shane, what's your immediate reaction to hearing glass shatter and, a cry of pain?
I look up. Yeah.
Okay. You can see a figure with a dark clothes and a mask holding a switchblade covered in blood. It's like he punched through the door to stab Ephraim in the neck. Ephraim is holding his neck. Blood is gushing out, and the figure is already watching him fall down. And yeah.
I tap our complex knocking distress code onto the side of the cabinet.
Yeah, so you're kind of stunned, tapping as instinct. Sybil, you look up and see the same thing.
I think it's a freeze response. Definitely a freeze response.
All right, Claire.
I've fought a guy with a knife before.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I would like to help Ephraim, but he
okay,
seems a little down right now. So I think that I will rid ourselves of our assailant first.
How are you doing that?
Just gonna fight him. Like, don't bring a gun to a knife fight. Don't bring a knife to a fist fight. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes.
Well, he has a knife. He's holding a switchblade in his hand. So
yeah,
I mean,
you
also
a knife to a fist fight.
Yeah. Okay.
I've got a knife. He's got a knife. I've got a knife.
Yeah. Roll. Let's see here. That would be vitality. Roll with disadvantage. And
let's freeze.
This
Claire.
is night move.
Battle is joined. Just charges.
Okay. What is my vitality? Oh, my vitality is 0. So
roll 3 dice and pick the lowest 2.
So I think that's going to be a 7.
Okay. There is you do what you intend to or hold steady, but there is a complication or a cost. So you fight him. So yeah, you can narrate that, but
I mean, like, I've played knifey spooning before. So it's very quick and very brutal. I say that, I don't know, how
actually, I get to describe it. Sorry.
Do we want to be?
Yeah, sorry. I just see the keeper described it. So you go up to charge him with the bloody knife you found in the dumpster. You slash at the figure, and you both cut each other. So you sink it into his arm as he is he's reaching through to unlock the door. And so you stab them in the arm there. But then with his other hand, he expertly takes the switchblade and drives it through your forearm, and pulls it out with a single motion. Now you have a large puncture wound in your forearm.
He's got one too, right? So I mean, we're even.
Yeah, but you drop your knife, they do not drop theirs. But you did keep them from unlocking the door for a moment, for now at least. So yeah, market condition, knife wound, and
I seeing my roommate hurt, I realize that I am a strong and capable adult man. And so, with the least dignified battle scream imaginable, I charge to help.
Okay. Just with your fists, or?
I will use the advantage of my Al Gore pins. So, I'm going to seek to sink a Dennis Kucinich memorial pin.
Okay.
Deep into the man's flesh.
Yeah, also roll vitality with disadvantage. This is a nightmare.
I shouldn't have. I don't get an advantage from my
yeah. That negates the disadvantage. You get to roll normally. Yeah. Okay. I forgot that was one of the items in your house. Yeah. You're fighting him through a glass door. That's why it's a disadvantage, right? Like it's a narrow.
All right,
thing.
I have regular roll. Here I go. Vitality 0.
Mhm.
I get a 7.
7. All right. So as the figure staggers back, you manage to sink you're almost as quick as Claire, and you manage to sink the pin into their hand, and they withdraw in pain. You can see them clearly now, or at least in the light. You a black hoodie and baggy jeans, uncanny cartoon bull mask. You hear a cry of pain through a modulated voice. You're using something to disguise the sound of their voice, and then the figure disappears, goes back into the shadows of the parking lot, and you lose track of them.
Oh, do I not get to do another move?
I mean, you can do another move, but you fought them off. You'd have to pursue them into the dark of the parking lot.
I could do this. Can I use my...
Well, Ephraim is in the way, is bleeding in front of the door, and you'd have to unlock the door. So it would take you a bit.
Come on, Ephraim. Let me do it, Ross. All right. I guess we can give first aid to Ephraim or whatever. Does anybody know anything about first aid?
I know about as much about first aid as I do about arcade cabinet.
You didn't stab him anywhere important, did he? Just the neck?
Yes.
No, yeah, just the neck. He is.
I only know about tourniquets. I don't think that'll work.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
I guess I'll try reason.
Yeah, you can roll normally. This is a night move. Yeah.
Oh. Hilt. 8.
Yeah, you slow the bleeding. You grab a towel that was on the counter and hold it that he uses to wipe the counter down and press it to his neck. You're slowing
nice
the bleeding.
And sterile. Yeah.
Yeah, you need to call 911 now if he's going to have a chance. And keep holding it to his neck.
Yeah, can someone else maybe do that?
I've got a cell phone. I'll call 911.
All right, call 911.
Is that a razor? My God. Cutting edge.
Yeah. So yeah, you can pull him to the side. You can step over him and unlock the door if you want to chase the killer into the parking lot.
Nah, it's gone. We'll do it later.
Okay. So yeah, the police and the ambulance show up, and that's the rest of the night is answering questions about what happened. Your condition is not cleared yet because it is. It's not going to get worse, but you still got a knife through your arm, and it hurts quite a bit. And they do stitch it up, or yeah. Actually, you have to go to the hospital for that.
I think we probably have to go to the. I don't think we can do more investigation. I have to go to the hospital and get stitches.
Yep, and it takes you hours, and Ephraim can't really give you consent to stay in his store. It's now a crime scene, and so it is closed. And Ephraim is, let's see here. Yeah, he is in a coma in the hospital, last you hear. So you don't know if he's going to make it or not. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, well, he lost a lot of blood, and he is an old man. So.
Yeah, but I lost a Dennis Kucinich pen. And they're not making any more of those.
Yeah.
You can't get those back. That's true.
You can get old men anywhere.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, Cybelle... I guess you're hanging out probably as well.
Can I actually dip when the EMTs and shit show up?
Yeah, sure.
All right. I think whenever the whole fight was going on, Cybelle was hiding behind a fucking arcade machine, and then when the EMTs show up, I avoid that shit. That's just not for me. I want to stick around in the arcade shop
by yourself.
Myself.
No, they will search the entire place.
Okay.
Yeah, they're setting up crime scene tape. Their detectives are there.
Just stay hidden until they leave, and then go back.
You could try to hang out and watch the cops a bit.
I'm gonna try and stay hidden until they leave.
All right.
They're there's nothing else here.
Sink into the ball pit with
Let's see here. Roll composure.
All right. Okay. So that doesn't make it, but am I able to turn a key?
You can turn a key, yes.
Okay, yeah. So earlier I mentioned that Cybelle would hide under her bed, or rather sleep under her bed a lot. I think that's kind of a through line in a lot of her memories. She's used to ducking into places or trying to be places where she won't be noticed. She would sleep under her bed. She would crawl into cabinets and shut the door, and would generally always try and be unseen when she was when she was living at home.
Okay. Which key is this, by the way?
That would be a flashback to when you experienced childhood trauma.
Okay. Yeah. So hiding in places. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the reason for the hiding specifically.
Okay. Yeah. So you call on those memories. You find a very similar kind of shelving system in the back for parts that you can crawl into and hide and make yourself small. The detectives do not notice you. And yeah, go ahead and roll reason if you want to investigate the shop itself after the cops leave.
I do.
Yeah.
That is a 10.
A 10. That is very good. So you find a clue. Yeah. You find, let's see here. You find a sketchbook that is signed Monique Jeffries. There are several pages depicting the Xxaagreus cabinet and an unidentified figure. But maybe you can maybe define that later. But yeah, you find a clue. Monique was one of the students who went missing in 1985.
Yeah.
So yeah, you search for a while. By that time, it is very, probably like 2 a.m. The police have left. They put up police tape and they eventually drive away. You did hear them mutter something about the security camera. And yeah.
Oh, security camera. This is old style security shit. So that goes either into nothing or hopefully onto a VHS.
Yep.
Can I pop that out for easy viewing at home?
The police did take it.
Fuckers.
Yep. Like, why wouldn't they take it? Like,
because they're cops and incompetent.
Yeah, well, it's another thing to another lead. Yeah. What do you want to do?
I think. Wait, Claire and Shane probably rode with the EMTs.
Yep.
I'm still here. I'm gonna try and drive Shane's car back if the keys are there in the.
Yeah, this is going to be a night move, so you should roll a sensitivity.
Okay, actually, that's the one I put my point into, so it is a solid 0.
Okay.
Sorry about your car, whatever happened. That's a 6.
All right. So with a 6, let's see here. Something you fear. Name what you're afraid will happen if you fail.
I think Cybelle is actually very afraid of the dark, and I think there's this. All right. Does it need to be more grounded, or can it be, more abstract?
Probably better if it's grounded.
BB.
It could be, yeah. I mean, just tell me what you're afraid. It'll fail. I mean, the keeper will tell you how it's worse than what you fear.
All right. I'll give you what Cybelle is afraid of. Mm-hmm. She's afraid of the darkness because darkness is an unknown quantity of danger.
Okay. Yeah, if you fail as you're walking to that, the lamps, the street lights in the parking lot all go out at once. And as you walk forward, you stop, and then you feel a rumbling below you. And then the darkness, the ground gives way, and you are swallowed up by the darkness, never to be seen again. So, yeah, you should turn another key.
Oh, my fucking God. All right.
And the night move key.
Yeah, what are the...
First one.
Those are the desolation?
Yeah.
The session question. I can't do sandstone arch, right?
You can. That's the first one.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that one.
All right. So you unlock that end of session question. Did you receive a signal from the other side? So yeah, now you can. So basically that means you're sort of attuned to it. So you have a sensation of that happening for a moment, and you feel like there's something below you, something vast that swallows people up and causes them to disappear. Some dark void below not just you, but the entire town, perhaps beyond the town. An endless abyss stretching before you. But the lights don't. You kind of feel like that for a minute, but the lights come back on, and you can get to the car and drive back.
I don't actually think Cybelle ends up driving back. I think she's too shaken. I think she just stays in the car all night.
She's sleeping in the car?
Yep.
All right. Well, good news, Cybelle. There's something special for you when you go to sleep.
Oh.
You are visited by the specter of a deceased character in your dreams. Someone you know that is, no longer alive. Describe them. You may ask them 3 questions.
Oh, can I pick Monique? Because I found her sketchbook?
Yes, you can.
All right. Perfect. So...
What does Monique look like?
Monique, what is common? Like pulled back hair that is very straight, and then at the ponytail is like curly, and big hoop earrings, and like a jean jacket. She's got one of those smiles like she knows a joke that she's in on a joke that you're not in on. So.
And what kind of clique would she be in if she were in a 1980s?
Popular kids.
Popular kids. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very Sears catalog, but the good stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's there smiling at you. Yeah.
This is a dream, you said? Or is she just like, all right. I think Cybelle takes this in surprising stride and is like, oh my god, you super died. She was one of the... You died after playing Xxaagreus. They've got that back at the arcade again. What was the... Shit, what was the thing? What's the Sticks Club? What was the shit that was on their thing?
It was the Sticks Club, yeah.
Yeah.
The Stick Society.
Right. What's the Sticks Society?
Well, we all saw visions of our death in the game, in the palace, like you, and we decided to talk about it and make a little club about it.
Whoa, what did you... We didn't look in her sketchbook, so it's Schrodinger right now, so I could basically say whatever is in it, right?
Yeah, it depicts the Xxaagreus cabinet, an unidentified figure. Yeah, we have not identified the figure.
Who is this?
It's the person in the labyrinth, at the bottom of the labyrinth, below the lake, the tunnels.
How do I... What?
Oh, you shouldn't have gone looking.
I don't really know that I had a choice. I mean, I gotta look. Just one last thing. How do I get to the labyrinth? Where's the entrance?
Follow Atrophy 85. Here's something. But I feel like we would have been friends if we'd gone to school at the same time. Because I do the same thing you do. And she comes to you and ties a little bracelet around your wrist.
Hey, it fits right in.
And it says, see you soon.
Oh, good.
And when you wake up, you remember you put that, you made that for a friend or someone you cared about. You made a bracelet just like that. In fact, that looks like she's giving you the bracelet that you lost, that you gave away years ago. You wake up in the car, your back feels like shit, obviously.
Yeah.
And that bracelet is on your wrist. How is it more disturbing than you remember? And you can add it to the corner of your house.
Oh, it has there's a thumbprint in a rust red substance on it. Oh, joy.
Mm-hmm. So at this point, Claire, you've gotten out of the hospital. You and I assume you went back home to get some sleep. They gave you some painkillers for it. And Shane, I assume you were driving or following along with Claire, or did you just go straight home after the incident?
I would have gone straight home.
Okay, yeah. So Claire, yeah.
Well, then I have to walk back if you went straight home, which is extremely funny, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I didn't have a car, so we both would have had to have.
Yeah. No, there was somebody at the hospital who gave you a ride. Someone felt sorry for you. Probably a nurse ending her shift. Yeah. Very, very, a nurse who's a very mom look like you kids, she understands. Or it could have been a friendly cop who wanted to make sure, that you were protected.
Eat shit.
What's that?
Yeah.
A what? That doesn't make any sense.
That's fair. So yeah, it's dawn again, and you have gone through a thing. So yeah, we can, at this point, I kind of would like to answer a question, or it's up to you really, but
now let's do the mechanic. I want to show this system off.
Yeah. So you haven't figured out everything, but oh yeah, Cybelle, there was one other thing. The Xxaagreus cabinet is gone when you wake up.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. But you have a idea of where it is. So the question would be, where is Atrophy 85 hiding the Xxaagreus cabinet? The complexity for this is 2.
The labyrinth.
Yes. So you need to find the entrance to this labyrinth. And so you have gotten, let's see, I think 4 clues so far about this mystery.
I had 6.
Okay, 6.
We got the labyrinth drawing. People set it up in black robes. We have the blueprints of the game.
Mm-hmm.
We found the article.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The bloody knife.
Mm-hmm.
And then Monique Jeffrey's sketchbook.
So let's see here. Number of clues equal half and reach a consensus. A roll plus the number of clues minus the complexity. So 4 minus 2 plus 2. So you can roll 2d6 plus 2. Cybelle?
Yeah, Cybelle had the vision, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2d6 plus 2.
I mean, well, you can have a open freewheeling discussion about like the answer to the clue. Like, yeah, what are your theories? Like, where is this labyrinth? What is it? Where did Atrophy 85 take the cabinet? So
I assume then, while we're having the discussion, Shane comes back to get his car. Cybelle is in the car, and it's like, oh.
That's where you are.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I could drive home.
Oh,
thanks.
I'd allowed that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see my pen in the parking lot? It's not important. Anyway.
Did I find the pen?
No.
What's left of it? It is, covered in blood and shattered in, parts of it. It was ripped off with great force or
They
crushed.
have Al and Joe Lieberman left.
Oh, no. Mm-hmm.
All right, yeah. So we get back, and I assume Claire's at home. And then we can have I relay with everything I've learned. So I think that Atafoy 85 was the one that attacked us at the place, and then took the cabinet to the labyrinth. And I think the cabinet is like a map to get to and through the labyrinth, maybe. I don't really know what's at the bottom, but Monique said, yeah, I met Monique, her ghost, in my dreams, and she gave me this bracelet that I think I gave her when we were kids. Anyway, she said there's something there. So, probably like a reward?
Isn't Atafoy the unburied dead?
Yeah.
So,
what do you mean? Like,
find the missing kids there, then?
Yeah, the 5 people that were missing, they were all young when they went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what year did they go missing?
85.
So that would be like premature death. But like, what if it wasn't all of them? What if one of them's still around?
Because it's you're saying Atafoy is like a different language or something?
Yeah, it's Greek for unburied dead. So what if one of them survived and doesn't want the cabinet to be found?
That holds water because their name has 85 in it, and 85 is the year that they died, supposedly.
That sounds insane and yet correct at the same time. So I'm going to go with that.
Right. So one of them survived.
Okay.
Or is a zombie.
Yeah. You actually get a +4 in this roll, so yeah.
So all right. So that is a 6. That is a 2. That is a 12.
A 12. So what is the answer? Where did Atafoy? So what you do find out is there are, against all logic and good sense, there is a network of utility tunnels beneath Deep Lake. Their existence suggests an apparent purpose. After all, why would there be steam tunnels if the town did not have use of them? But closer inspection reveals the wiring, pipelines, and drainage do not connect to any works of public infrastructure in Deep Lake. They simply exist, an underworld labyrinth that connects the whole town in strange ways. Where do you find this entrance to the tunnels?
So in Deep Lake, there is this cave.
Mhm.
And in this cave, all of the surrounding dairy farms have been storing their cheese. I'm sure this
Oh
sounds
my
familiar to those of you who've lived in Springfield, Missouri.
Yes, the gold mines.
Yes, the cheese cave.
Cheese cave.
Yeah, well, where do you find the first entrance to it? Or it could be like maybe in the parking lot. Maybe there's a hole in the parking lot that you find, a sewer grate that actually goes into
in
a
the
deep
basement of our house.
Oh,
Hate
okay.
that.
Yeah,
Thank you. Really hate that.
So you know where to go to find the cabinet. You know that Attafoy 85 is down there. With 6 clues, you can pursue that, or So the other clues are who is Attafoy 85 and why are they doing this? That's complexity 4. So you could take a shot at answering that now, or we could do one more session to wrap both of these up, or
Let's do a little more theory crafting. Who do we think
Okay.
Attafoy is?
Who is the list of dead people from the... Let me see. We've got it here.
Yeah, it starts with
somewhere.
Hutch.
Langley, Dieter Hoskins, Finn Carlson, Rachel Ureta, and Monique Jeffries. Who
Monique's dead.
I
Yes,
don't
so
think
we've seen Monique's ghost, so obviously we can logically eliminate that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Was my threatening message like gendered at all? Like, did they? You not even lift, bro? I don't know. Like,
Did they use
how
a
did
cow emoji?
yeah, exactly.
It doesn't. I mean, that's up to you. You get to specify how the threat is worded. Like, would they? That was a question I asked you. Remember?
Okay, so theory crafting is Attafoy, Hutch, a Dieter, a Finn, or a Rachel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, would be.
So you can specify. You could say it was gendered one way.
Well, Dieter's a good villain name, so I think it's Dieter.
Okay.
I was gonna say Dieter too.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say it could be fucking nationalized, be fucking American. Dieter is
All right.
Dieter Hoskins seems like a fucking, diehard
right.
villain name.
So why is Dieter doing this?
I think he's trying to prevent more deaths from the cabinet. That would make sense to me.
Okay.
Because Dieter, if it is Dieter, warned us to do not seek the arcade cabinet.
Okay. So like you said, you got 6 clues, and this is complexity 4, so you get a +2 to your roll. 6 minus 4.
I roll it because
You're the one who came up with the theory. Yeah.
Well, fuck. I'm terrible at dice, though.
Yep. You could use an item in your house to give yourself advantage somehow. Or
All right, well, we'll see if I make it or not.
Yep.
I got a 7.
7.
Oh, wait, it's +2?
Yes.
I got a 9. Yeah.
9. The answer is correct. An opportunity can be pursued. But so you figure out that Dieter is the one behind this, and he is you can remove him as a danger and then convince you realize the complication is you can't just convince them to let him go. You're going to have to confront them in person. Not necessarily a fight, but there will be a scene. But the only way to do that is down in the tunnels.
Let's venture into the cheese cave.
Yes, you must venture into the cheese cave.
Cheese labyrinth. Sorry.
Cheese labyrinth, you're right, of Deep Lake. And confront him. So like now with him out of the way, then you can attempt the final question, which is of this scenario, which is the awful truth of the Xxaagreus disappearances. And which is complexity 6. So actually, you technically don't have to, but like Attafoy will remain a danger until you neutralize him. So you can do that, or you could host the awful truth of the Xxaagreus disappearances. Yeah. Or we can do one more session and wrap this up, and probably the mall as well. So what do you want to do? One more session?
I mean, it's fine with me. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I like
right.
playing with everyone. And
Yeah.
game.
All right. Very
Yeah.
good. So we'll continue on as the Latchkey investigate. Now they have the tunnels, the cheese tunnels of Deep
Fucking
Lake.
cheese tunnels.
And you can see that the game can be dangerous to your characters. As let's see here. Resolve the things for Cybelle. And did anybody else had any flashbacks?
Is answering a question resolving a mystery? Or resolve the whole thing resolving a mystery?
The resolving the mystery, so that will be answering one more question, the complexity 6 question. And that's where you because you get a reward for that too. So you will get some rewards doing this. So yeah, we'll continue from there. Let's see what we have to do at the end of the session. Night, end of the session, first session. I'll just keep doing a little double check.
Well, I definitely shared a chilling monologue, and I think talking to a ghost for Cybelle counts as a message from the other side.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Here we go. Gather materials. Debrief. All right, yeah, we'll do a quick debrief. So, were there any highlights or anything you want to see more of for you? Like, yeah, what are the highlights for you for this session, Caleb?
I want Claire to be mean to Strider again. That's good.
That was very good.
That.
Yeah.
Oh, we still haven't met Shane's parents.
We have not met my lovely parents yet. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
my
Yeah, you're right.
God.
They
Yeah.
need to be instrumental in getting us into the cheese cave.
Yes.
Oh my God.
All right. Yeah. Let's see.
Father
Here.
was a cheese baron. Yeah.
First session 3. Scene with Shane's parents. Connect to the cheese tunnels. Very good. And yeah, Claire, what are some highlights of the session for you? Or things you want to see more of?
I really like the character banter. Sometimes I forget we're solving a mystery because just like being mean to Shane or Cybelle being weird is so compelling on its own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's very good. I like that too. And yeah, Faye.
I like that we got to see some danger. Danger is good. I like when there's risk and consequences.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like there's no hit points. You just like die if you fail.
You just fucking die.
You just made one fail check and your character would have been dead if you didn't use that key. So like, yeah, that's how the game works. Like no conditions, you're just dead. Yeah, it's because it was at night, and night is more dangerous.
Also, I haven't prophesized Sybil's death yet. So
Oh yeah, you definitely need to do that.
definitely wrote a note for that.
Yeah. So we need to do that as well. All right. So yeah, next time we will do that and get back to the mall as well. And yeah, it's very good. So thank you all so much for listening. Thank you all so much for playing. And be sure to check out Caleb and Bridget's, links, Patreons in the show notes. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right. I'll stop recording.